Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, this government chases projects that are both capital and time-intensive instead of taking advantage of the low-hanging fruit. For example, this government is spending $2 billion of taxpayer money on CCS while wetlands store carbon for free. So my questions are to the Minister of the Environment. Given that wetlands store CO2 for free, why are Albertans still waiting for a wetlands policy?
The Honourable Minister.
Well, Mr. Speaker, I thank the member for the question because I think she has identified a very common misconception about the storage of CO2. And that misconception, Mr. Speaker, is that somehow magically wetlands could absorb CO2. Fact of the matter is, Mr. Speaker, that wetlands do store CO2, but they don't reduce the amount of CO2 that we have. And the member knows very well that we have an abundance of wetlands in this province, and that we have a policy in place that is currently in practice to protect those wetlands and to ensure that they stay there.
You're still missing a big opportunity. Again to the same minister. Why are feed-in tariffs, which would grow renewable energy in Alberta, not included in Alberta's climate change strategy?
The Honourable Minister.
I'm sorry, Mr. Speaker, I didn't hear her question about what was the specific example. Are we still talking wetlands, or are we into something else now?
Feed-in tariffs.
Feed-in tariffs. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
That's probably something that the Minister of Energy could address. But the fact is, Mr. Speaker, that is very much something that we would be interested in exploring into the future. And for the information of those members who are not familiar with the terminology, it's a process that's used in some jurisdictions where alternative small producers like solar or micro wind can feed into the grid at a preferred rate and encourage the development of alternative energy on a much smaller scale.
The Honourable Member.
Thank you, and again to the same minister. Alberta's insulation requirements, the R value of walls and roofs and basements, are some of the lowest in the country. So when will the minister require homes in Alberta to be as energy efficient as houses in other provinces, an action that would actually save people money?
The Honourable Minister.
Well, Mr. Speaker, I think that's the same question this member asked yesterday, if memory serves me correctly. We talked yesterday about the need to review building codes. I would question the premise of the question that Alberta has standards that are significantly different from other provinces. I remind the member that building codes are set nationally. There is a review underway. We've committed to have a review underway. And again, it's very much part of our strategy to reduce our carbon footprint over time, but it's going to take some time to develop that strategy.